Alright, what is up, YouTube Nation? Here at MERUS Adventure Park, farther down in the Paladuro Canyon from where the state park is, and I'm gonna be hiking, probably just stitched together some loosely edited videos of all that I see here at my time. I got camp set up for a couple days. Just gonna adventure around and see what I can see. So I'll show you camp real quick here. I got these nice platforms, a lot of rattlesnakes out here. I had one crawl under the tent. Set my tent up down there, and then it crawled under it. I don't know if you can see the track. Yeah, and then it went right up there and off. It wasn't a western diamondback though, it was another species. I don't know, it looked a little more light tan. I don't want to say gray, but a light tan kind. But yep, and then way off in the distance down there is the Paladuro. But I'm gonna go down a landing they call Landry's Landing, which will take me down into the canyon there. And yeah, pretty excited, so we'll see what I can see. Whew. I just came down Landry's Landing, but I know everyone wants to see some prickly pear poop. It's good stuff. Okay, so I think we're about to hit MERUS 101 here. And this is just after Landry's Landing. See how the rock is still kind of that white, grayish, and then starting to make down into the red layer now here. Then I'm connecting with a road called MERUS 101, which I believe is probably one of the first, or I don't know about the first, but one of the main roads coming down into the canyon. It's riverbed down there. Yeah, it's MERUS 101. This is a little farther down from where Landry's and MERUS merge there. Now I'm on MERUS 101. Middle of the canyon here is pretty cool. I would say it reminds me of Paladuro, but it is Paladuro. It's a cool view. I wish GoPro had some zoom, but just reminds you of the cascading mountains. Oh, it's just cascading canyons. Yeah, my goal today is to make it all the way, well, not all the way out there, but just to the southern boundary of the park, so I can get just as close as I can down into the Palo. It's awfully big, you know, I mean, they say it's 20 miles wide at some parts, but I have some suspicion that that's a petrified log. Oh, double. Nice. Oh yeah, I see it a lot better. So I'm on Salt Fork Section 3, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Could be mistaken, I never saw a sign. But this is becoming a canyon within a canyon pretty much. And that one's got to be at least 50, 60 foot. Yeah. I saw a sheep of some kind. I don't know if it was a bighorn or one of those invasive, how do you say, aldads or something like that, that are in this area. He's far gone now, but it was a big old ram. And yeah, getting farther down in the canyon, the gypsum's starting to become a lot more prevalent in the rock there. As it kind of runs up, it's under that at an angle there. Phew, it's hot. It's like 90 degrees and it's barely noon. It's that sheep or Aldad I said earlier. I think those are his tracks right there. Look decently fresh. I also found this old horn. I wish it was newer. It's flaking apart right there, but pretty neat. I'd keep it if it wasn't already brittle and breaking apart. That's pretty cool. And I think these are part of the skull. So these are true horns like cattle where it's a part of the skull, versus antlers are cartilage that they shed and grow every year. I think that's part of the skull. I don't know if those, yeah. Here's another huge, pretty cool wall. I figured I'd worth showing. Yeah, it's kind of directly on the sun there. Oh well. So this is the end of the Salt Fork section 4, and then I'm at the Burge Flow section 1, and this is pretty much second to last, or well, not pretty much, it is second to last of the hardest level of four-wheel drive trails that you can get out through here. I'm not going to walk the whole thing, but kind of gives you just a little glimpse of what's going on. So this MERUS Adventure is a four-wheel drive park, and they have different levels of experience. So the beginner trails are green, the intermediates are blue, the advanced is a black triangle, and then the black diamond is it's the next level above the black triangle, and it's highly experienced. And there's only, to my knowledge, at least on the map that I saw, there's only one purple double diamond, which is, I don't even know, just ridiculous, something you shouldn't do. But yeah, there's only one of them. It's called Carnage. It's kind of around this area that I'm in. I think it's just a little more to my east, but yeah, I don't know that I'll make it over there today or not, but almost at the southern boundary here, and I'll see if I can get a decent little vantage point when I get there. Probably still, I don't know, half mile maybe. I have no idea. Just walking. Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of neat stuff laying out here though. This is the start of the back 40 here. That's that sign right there in the grass for the back 40. Pretty neat. I don't know if those are all dried up sunflowers. Kind of looks like it. I think it is. This is going to be a little bit up Burge Flow, section 1 here. Just a little upstream. It's pretty cool, so I thought I'd show it. Deer right there. I don't know if hopefully you can see it. I always say in my videos, I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, 40 yards out right there. Keeping an eye on me. Going down Landry's Landing right here. This is one of the many access points into the canyon here at MERUS. It's a lovely view, as most of them are. cloud cover leaving. It's a beautiful morning. This is in Deep Creek, going upstream from the Salt Fork 2, I believe. Now to me this would seem like some old quarry site or something. Got this right there. It's beautiful. And these rocks are all around right there. Got this one right there. Ow. And this one here. Just all over. In these little sections, there's another one. Kind of center frame right there. And these areas have those, I call them Jupiter rocks. I don't know, they might be called Tecovas jasper, but it's those sections of jasper all over, kind of chiseled, I guess, or used as flint. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure there are lots more out here. This is off of Lonesome Dove. Above, down there is the Salt Fork. I don't know if that's section 1 or 2 down there, but if I guess it'd be 2, but I'm not 100% sure. It's a little canyon within a canyon. I'm trying to make it over to the cave today. It's getting pretty hot though. Just kidding, I'm gonna make it. Okay, so I'm over here off the Lonesome Dove. I don't know what one this is, it wasn't labeled. This one, but just to give y'all an idea, some of the hardcore off-roading adventures, I mean that's quite the doozy. And that's the start of the trail there. So it's if you're looking for some fun off-roading adventures, this is definitely one of the places for it, I'll tell you that. All these roads I've seen are pretty gnarly. So, and that up there, I don't know how to pronounce it, Bergflow, something like that, is another off-roading. It rides the riverbed going up in that canyon there. Yeah, unfortunately left my map in the car. Not the smartest thing to do, so I'm just kind of winging it and seeing if I can get to the cave based off memory. So, like I said, I'm past Lonesome Dove. I'm heading back south on whatever road this is, and yeah, I think I'm gonna come across the cave soon. I hope. It's a pretty nice shot right there. Well, here we go. Found the first cool spot here. I don't know if you call it a slot. It's not a cave. Could be a little slot canyon maybe. Probably just a little small to be considered a slot. But nonetheless, when I see that slide like that, oh, I get excited. Oh, I become very happy. Just the erosion on the rocks is beautiful. And that's just the start. I don't like that my shadow's in the way. Not the right angle to hold it. Yep, that's shoulder to shoulder there. This section of riverbed. I bet if I got down in here and hiked all the side tributaries, oh my, oh my. Okay. I mean, yeah, look at that. And that's the rock through and through. I mean, all through here. And that. When I was in Carlsbad, the cave features like that, kind of little popcorn, I think is what they called them. That's what that looks like. Little popcorn. I don't know how all that is. 15 foot? Okay, see if I can get in here. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty thin, and this is me going sideways through here. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Ooh. Should put my hand in a whole bunch of spider web. I don't like that. A lot of black widows in this canyon country out here. They love these nook and crannies. Put their webs all up in there. So cool. Let's see if I can get over here. So that's where it came in from there. Oh, that is cool. And that's the drop off. I think that's Birch Flow section 1. I think. Yeah, I mean, this is nutty. Absolutely nutty. Okay, so I was coming out of that cave slot canyon sort of thing and found a rock here that I believe to be a piece of fossilized coral from Lord only knows how many hundreds of thousands or millions of years ago this would have been alive and healthy. That's another piece right there. Thought this was going to be another cave, but well, I guess it is a small one. I'm not going through that though. I don't have the desire to go through that small hole to see what's on the other side. I'll climb up and over. I see some rodent poop in there too, and I do not like rodents. Not to mention what kind of spiders are in there as well. This is the other side of that. So, yeah, glad I didn't squeeze through there. That's pretty cool right there. Some deep grooves. Moss on top. Continue to walk through here. This is my first time going through it, so I don't know what I'm gonna see. It is very thin, very tight. Ow. Get cut up by the sides here. Like blades of a saw on there. All through there. See if I get down on this side, it might be cooler. Yeah. That's a tight squeeze there. Get down here and make sure nothing's waiting for me. Tighter. Okay. I'm gonna stop recording and go through there and we'll see if it's worth it. Okay, I ended up just walking all the way down here to see. I'm in a pretty tall cave here. Now that's 20, 30 feet up there. And then gets all kinds of broken and crazy up through here. So there's one arc there. I mean, you know, it's amazing how that is. Yeah, it doesn't keep going. It gets pitch black, and I left my backpack up upstream, and I don't have any flashlights on me, so I'm not. Well, I have my phone, but it's not powerful enough for what I need. It's so unstable. I don't like walking under this thing. It's one mark. There's a second one above me here. Yeah, this is pretty unique though. This type of eroded rock. I have no idea how to even describe it. But not like anything I've been at Palo, not like anything I've been at Cap Rock. This is MERUS. And it's different, and it's awesome. This isn't even the big cave that I've been trying to get to this whole time either. So I'm still expecting to get to the only cave they have labeled on the map. This reminds me of the beginning of Lord of the Rings, whenever Sam and Frodo first ran into Gollum and they caught him on the rope in the rocky area they're walking through. That's what that reminds me of, that back through there. Yeah, this is just all what it's like until I get back up to the bag. Made it to what I think is the cave turnout here. It's not labeled, but I'm going with my gut based on everything here, and I'm thinking this is it. But we'll see. Oh yeah, we'll see. Yep, so it definitely was the cave. I'm standing on top of one right now, but I'm not sure if it's the cave. I do some exploring around this little area here, but yeah, I thought that was an astonishing view. The brokenness of it, all the different layers from the back to right here at the drop off. Incredible. So part of it starts back there, and then I'm standing on top of what you go in right now, but trail keeps going a little off to my right here, so I'm gonna go see what that's all about, and then I'll check back in. There's a pretty big sunken in hole right here. That was just next to where I filmed that viewpoint. I mean, no more than probably 40 yards behind it. There's just this huge sinkhole right here. All that fallen wood there. This whole tree. How cool would it be to get down in there, I bet. Not for me, not today. Pretty crazy. Okay, I got a headlamp on, and if I stick the GoPro out, it's gonna get in the view, so I'm gonna have to keep it close to my body. And you might hear me breathing, so I might mute this video, I don't know. But this is the big cave here at MERUS. It's pretty frightening going in this thing at first, but then I was just awestruck, by everything. Including the rocks and everything. that goes at least, 70 feet? Minimum. There's a bat hanging up there. That's the big cave. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Thought this was worth recording. I'm not sure, mesquite tree maybe? I'm not familiar with my trees very much, but this is probably one of the biggest ones that I've seen, no doubt about it. I mean, that base down there's got to be 6 feet wide. I mean, this tree is massive. Kind of near a little cave system. Oh, there's some gypsum down there. Yeah, there's a little cave here too. Oh. But yeah, this tree here, that is a big dog. Really the best view of it there. I don't want to get down in there. Here's a creepy crawly. Found another little small cave here. Seems to have a lot more gypsum in this one, but a lot more rat, nasty stuff in here. Yeah, bats in these caves as well. There was a bat flying around in there just a second ago. Yeah, this is also really cool up here too. And yet again, another small cave. Oops. That stops right there. Maybe you could squeeze through, I don't know. I'm not. Back out of here. This is pretty cool though.